trying to get pumped, and then I was like, "Oh, there's like another 10 seconds before this initializes." So I was just like, but like,
It was a good vocal exercise.
"What's up, y'all? Thanks for hanging out."
Yeah.
We
Thank
got
you so much for joining early.
Isis, Bishop, Cool Bean, Celine, Yeehoo, Yeehoo indeed. Good Lord,
Yoo-hoo!
what's our delay? Does Evemux tell us?
Oh, well, actually, it's bigger than the average stream because of my insistence on having closed captions for transcripts.
Oh, true. We have transcripts.
Yes.
Why don't we
Well,
post
that's why
those?
I turn on because it's really easy. Like, if you ever need to scrape this YouTube channel for transcripts, they are there for most episodes.
But we don't post them anywhere.
No, but if you rewatch it after a few hours, it's there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah, and it translates it to different languages.
That's fun.
And I don't know when they will have that like voice changing creepy AI technology for live streams as well.
Yeah, we got to do. It'd be fun to rewatch, like live react to the stream in Spanish or something, and see what the AI voices are.
Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know whether they do it for lives though.
Oh, really? That
It might be
sucks.
too much computation that they are willing to invest in this.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It'd be nice to do it. Like, have you ever seen the there's like a Spanish, I think it's an RC car meme, and it's like Terminator. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh man,
I know that they have like there's a whole population of Spanish memes that are like neat and I have not seen.
okay, that one's pretty good. The yeah, Celine, we collapsing today. We're talking about collapse today. We're talking about Christian. Have you ever seen anybody collapse?
I have.
Do you want to talk about it,
Actually.
or is it like intense?
I'll talk about it. It's not intense. Like, I mean, it was intense, but I was like pausing for a second as I was like, oh, I don't want to reveal who it is. It's private information.
Yeah, but you
And
don't
they
have
had
to.
like health issues, but like, yeah, I was working, and then a friend of mine collapsed next to me, and you know how like. I don't know whether you guys have this fantasy of like, oh, one day if this would have happened, I would be there to catch the friend.
Hero fantasy, classic male
Yes.
experience. Yes.
I did not catch the friend in time. She may have struck the floor.
No,
And I was like,
no,
oh no.
no aura for Kristen. Just watch their friend get a concussion.
Correct. That's what happened.
That sucks.
Yeah. Maybe you have better reflexes from being in the military and all, but ever since
No.
then, I'm like really like I'm looking for my next opportunity
Just
to redeem myself.
anywhere you go, you're just like, maybe,
I'm ready.
maybe?
I'm
Oh,
in the
okay.
catcher's position.
That's really funny. No, it's I don't think outside of movies people actually catch people as they're collapsing because it happens so quietly most of the time.
Yeah.
Like there's not like a "Ah,"
There's
and
no
then they
warning
fall.
sounds.
Yeah, they just go out of frame.
Have you ever?
I have a good amount of times. Military stuff is hard. Some people, it's just sometimes you get got, by the training or the heat or the humidity or whatever. Like I've collapsed. Did you know that I had a heat stroke and almost died?
Yeah, you wrote about it in Wiser.
Oh yeah.
Substack.
Oh, yeah, Substack. That was a couple years ago. I wrote about that. I forgot about that. That's one of the essays on my list to revise, actually, because I think I can. I have this pipe dream of, hey, I go through and edit all of the things that I've already done, and it magically turns them into like a 10x version of the post that they were.
That's
before.
my fantasy.
I do think it is real. They're not like
The fantasy or the fact that
1-to-1.
you can 10x it.
No, there are a lot of really good bones in my earlier writing, like the not to toot my own horn, but toot the like the like.
I need a little clown horn. That's what I need to buy.
Yeah, dude, I've been making so many noises to entertain Teddy. Just like he really likes this like. Like
That
he
is a very
loves that
fun
little
noise.
chomps. What was that?
That is a very fun noise.
Yeah. And so like if I pretend laugh like he goes crazy. Gets him every time.
Aw.
What are we
Hey,
talking about?
Calico,
Oh,
thanks for joining us.
yo, what's up, Calico? Dang, that's crazy. Thanks for coming back. The lost my train of thought. Calico, you can't come back. You made me lose my train of thought. I'm sorry.
I'm also wondering if your PFP cat is your cat. That's a
What?
cute little
The blue and yellow?
huh? Don't you see like a tuxedo looking cat for their
Oh,
PFP?
for Calico. Christian, we're the only people on this stream. When you say your, I think you're talking to me.
Oh no! It's an
No,
anime.
that's an anime. That's an anime character. 100p.
Elderly millennial behavior. Okay.
Yeah. Kristen's unk, chopped, all of the above. But so I think some of the stuff that I wrote about early on in my blog timeline, like the ideas are very good. I just wasn't a good enough writer to convey what I would like to convey now about that idea. And so there's a lot of them I'm going to take like the concept and probably scrap the original essay and then, rewrite or like shave it down. Cause you remember my early ones, I was doing like a 30 days of writing.
Yeah, the ones that are like I thought were really good, but then you told me that you didn't like them as much because they turn into an MBA lesson.
Yeah, there's definitely an element of just emulating a writing style of a who's the Twitter dude that like we all used to be in love with. He seems like a nice. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm trying to think like Twitter dude that we used to love.
He always writes company deep dives. Not Packy McCormick.
Oh, Packy McCormick.
Yeah.
What happened?
I mean, it is hard to continue to write and like ride the same high, like he had this like J curve increase in followers and subs, and now he just kind of does the same thing and invests in companies, I think now. So good for him. The a Calico fresh look next week. I'm here for it. And Aliyu, thanks for joining us. I was trying to copy other writers that I thought I was like, hey, I want to be like this person, so let me emulate this style.
I now it makes sense. Yeah, it is Packy McCormick-esque.
Yeah, and it's not bad. It's just not me. It's not my voice.
Yeah, which I would not know until after spending 1,000 hours with you. So when the collapsing from the heat stroke essay, what do you want to change now? And okay, this is very fun. Like my memory of the essay, this is how poor my retention is. I don't remember what exactly the lesson was. Like maybe was it like that you pushed too hard or something? Was that the point?
So the arc of that story is really, I graduate from college in 2014. I have 6 months until I'm supposed to go off to the army, and so for the first 2 months, I just get hammered at the beach.
Right.
And so I'm chilling.
It was like a lesson in non-preparation.
Yeah. And so like spoiler alert to anyone that hasn't read it, after 2 months, the army calls me up and they're like, hey, report in a week. And I'm like 2 months of drinking beer in. And so I'm like, oh no. And so I show up completely out of shape, and I get through the first couple days, but very shortly I collapsed because I'm just fully out of shape and having to run with 100 pounds on my back in Fort Benning, Georgia. It was it was a good lesson in, hey, enjoy yourself, but you got to be prepared for the things that you can't really plan for. And so I think actually I would,
because you were sprung upon, right? The training. Yeah, because you thought you had way more time to.
Yeah, I thought I had 6 months, and then they said, "Hey, show up at 2 months." And
is that like common?
Very, and I knew that, but I was like, "Oh no, it probably won't happen to me."
Oh,
yeah, I mean, like I knew it, but I didn't like. It wasn't. It became more clear to me the longer I was in the army how common it was, but it wasn't as obvious to me. There were some hints that I should have picked up on, but it didn't. That's actually one of the ones that I wouldn't change that much, I think. I would make it more of a story because I've gotten better at writing prose, but there's other ones. There's some about how to not quit things that I would take from being very specific to being much more general with, 5 more years of lessons or 3 more years of lessons that I have. I don't know. I just feel like I don't trust anybody that writes confidently anymore.
Oh yeah?
Does that make sense?
Like, how
The
can you be so sure that that's life's lesson to you?
Like anybody who's really sure about something and
Mhm.
acts like it immediately becomes a person that I'm like squinting at. Because I don't think we know many things. Like you can know some things more than other things. Obviously, you can run tests and things like that. But the framing should be, hey, based on the tests we've run and the data we have, this is what we think, not
Mhm.
this is the answer. And a lot of my early writing was this is the answer. And I just
Mhm.
don't trust that kind of writing anymore. So I don't want to put more of it into the world. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you have grown and matured.
I mean, I would call it I would call it an ego collapse.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, it's not a lack of confidence, but a truly confident person doesn't need to be right about things.
Mhm.
And I think I mean, I like being right about things, but I don't feel as compelled to be right about things anymore.
That seems healthy. But
Yeah.
how do we like, because it's so hard, right? Because like you point out, when I say things in a way that didn't sound very confident, then that's not gonna get
Yeah.
as much attention. So it's like this very
Yeah.
fine dial.
Yeah, I am a liar. The these
Confidently a liar. And welcome, Najat.
yo. Oh no.
Oh, you're getting better at doing that.
How dare you? I've always been good at that. The No, okay. So how do I square this circle? I think I think the difference is you say that you like it's important to say this is what I think. I don't know if it's right and then sound assured of yourself as you do it. It's very different than undercutting yourself as you're saying it. I think.
Like being confidently within a range.
I mean, there's the what is it, a neologism, the
Mhm.
strong opinions loosely held,
Oh.
where you're like, hey, this is what I think right now. If I get new
Mhm.
data, I'll change it.
Mhm.
I also think we're referring to clips versus
Mhm.
essays, which are
Mhm.
very different mediums of communication.
Mhm.
You know, you don't in 30 seconds, 60 seconds, you can't really be that nuanced because by the time you get through all of your qualifications, you didn't actually say your point.
Yeah.
So maybe clips we just all agree is this fantasy land of takes that are super strong and mean nothing.
That's a good clip. And also we're joined by Kim Kardashian.
Hey, sponsor us. What's up, Hassan?
And the Jenners have also appeared.
You know, we're really moving up in the world. Come on,
When we're
where are these
making our
people
way
coming
into
from?
the circles.
That's funny.
Yeah. And is it pronounced Tife or Type? I think it's pronounced Tife. And then we
No
also have
clue. Couldn't tell you.
Mudmaina Hassan and Kalamat.
Let's go.
I'm butchering
Kamalat.
more names.
The
This is
M
like
comes
the
before the
Key and
L.
Peele substitute teacher skit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
What other?
I like this segment. I feel like, oh, this whole like live revisiting of past writing thing has legs. Plus,
Yeah,
you have
you
so
think?
much.
Yeah, I mean, so the other thing, you know, just to be a little distribution minded is every time I reread an essay, I'm gonna resend it out to all my subscribers. So
Mm,
it's kind of a way to goose the essay numbers and just recycle some of the existing content into something legitimately better. But
mhm,
also, I don't have to start from scratch every time. Like the
mhm.
essay that I published yesterday, that kind of took me, you know, a month and a half really to put together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I thought
because
you write these in like an hour.
no.
Oops, I
Like
totally underestimated the amount of effort.
no. So I mean, some I do, but this one especially, I really had like I wanted to understand what I was saying, and
Mhm,
the act of writing is a way of understanding how I actually feel about things sometimes. And I really wanted to sit with some of
mhm,
the ideas that I was talking about, you know,
mhm,
reflecting because I've been graduated for 10 years and I wanted to think about the parts of VMI that I find valuable,
mhm.
my college VMI. Um, Tiffy, Kristen, we were both wrong. Bishop says it's Tiffy.
Mm, mm, mm. I didn't exaggerate the e's at the end.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
so that one took a while just because I would write a couple paragraphs and I'd be like, is that actually what I want to say? And then I come back to it. And also I had a baby. So
Oh, right. A
but
small interruption.
but small surprise slash plug
Hmm.
based on your kind of rude comment last time about how I posted a video without an essay. The video version of this essay, and I'm kidding, but the video version of this essay is coming later today. I just have to pick the thumbnail.
Oh, okay. And this is on Cameron's new channel.
Yeah.
You've deleted and undeleted Cameron Spirals.
Cameron Spirals.
Yeah.
Because the point of that channel is to go into like I think it's gonna make me
Did you
go
delete
insane.
it? Because I feel like you lost subscribers.
No, so I have subscribers on Cameron Builds, which
Builds.
I
Yeah.
was gonna do as a startup channel, and then I shut down the startup, and then I was gonna do it as a video, like a video game streamer channel. But like I just don't have the lifestyle that lets me play video games right now. And so no, absolutely not. So Kristen, I'm not good enough at games to be like a streamer like that. I'm not good enough at games to be crazy good at stuff
Oh.
like that, and I'm not cozy enough to do like a
Ooh.
Balatro chill stream.
Oh, okay. What about the playing scary games while making funny commentary so it's less scary for me to watch?
I don't
It's not
like
experience.
horror. I can appreciate horror genre, but the closest I get to horror games is I'll watch a speed run.
Oh, because you're too scared.
Yeah, I like when I was a kid, I was terrified of haunted houses. You know, obviously I'm not scared of them
Aw.
anymore, but the horror thing, like I was always into girls that were into horror and gothy emo types, but
Mhm.
just for me, it wasn't. I didn't like it. I was near it. Does that make
Mm.
sense?
I'm trying to put that together with Marissa, whether she's into gothy horror.
No, it's my life path in terms of dating is very weird.
Mm.
But the end game for all of this, Kristen, and I'm
Mhm.
going to be 100% straight with you, is to get famous enough that I can start a gaming channel that people just want to watch, and then just do that.
This is like so much work just to have a Twitch channel gaming situation.
It's all connected.
All right.
Pepe Sylvia.
And then also I think Isis mentioned that we should have a Kardashian style argument, and
What
that
does that mean?
reminded me of this clip where it was like Kanye, like, you know, throwing a tantrum, and it was really interesting because the mom, Kris Jenner, was trying to like talk him down, and she was actually really good
Okay.
at talking him down. Like very.
I imagine you get really good at talking people down when you're always in arguments.
I guess. Lots
No,
of practice in that household.
I mean, I can't throw shade. I've seen, I don't know what it's called, but I've seen one episode of that show when it was on in a hotel gym and I couldn't reach the TV to change it. That's the only time I've ever consumed any
were
Kardashian
forced.
content.
Reality TV was pushed into your eyeballs.
It's just not my thing.
Oh. Yeah, no, don't worry. The clip is one of the few things I've seen of them. Oh yeah, VDJ says, Cameron, you are famous already. That is like technically true. You are famous on a certain corner of the internet.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not in a way that's useful to me in any capacity.
AKA not enough people on Farcast to watch Twitch streams.
No, like I love y'all. Thanks for showing up. But I mean, we all know that part of the internet isn't really that productive if you're trying to live your life and survive.
Yeah, especially as of like today.
Yeah.
So sadly, the faucet is cut off. But yeah, so we were going to talk about collapses of all kinds today. And originally, why we want to talk about this was timeline collapse. I think I was complaining about something or another. And then you know, like absurdity of the world and what's happening right now. And then you said that, because like every single possible multiverse timeline is converging onto right now.
Yes. I think the way that the internet works makes every single thing, idea, piece of media, piece of culture, whatever, all collapse into a single moment. and it's broken our collective brains.
So in the past, I presume the average person, or like not even like ancient past. I'm talking about like 90s, which I
Yeah.
realize for many of you, now that I'm older, it's a
That is ancient
mythical
history.
time. I'm still not okay with this, by the way. The fact that I'm just describing what I thought was a common childhood and it no longer is relatable makes me kind of sad. But back in the day when you did not have the internet and you had to like look things up and the news was slower, like there was only one stream of information and you can stop it whenever you want. There were also really good cartoons.
Yeah, I mean, I actually think that there's a lot of really, really good animated media today. What's up, Fiazio? That's a good name. The so I'm not trying to devolve into a millennial. There's no Schelling points anymore. You know, Zoomers don't have any common cultural touchstones or whatever.
They do. They have 6, 7. By the way, I'm trying to say very popular things today because I suspect that saying these things helps boost our channel. So
Even
bear
if
with
it's
me.
only the Zoomers and Gen Alpha dunking on us in the comments.
Yeah. But yeah, and also thanks for joining us, Mustafa.
He says, I don't know if that's a joke, but the internet was invented in the 90s. I mean, a little earlier than that, but the commercial
I'm pretty
internet
sure
with
Isis is
Netscape
kidding.
was invented
You're
in the
not that
90s.
young.
I mean, so they had 24-hour news cycles, but the thing that I'm talking about is you can access any part of like human culture with a couple of taps on your phone, because nobody actually uses desktop anymore, by the way. That's not a word that younger people use, if you weren't aware. Like, they
I know.
understand
Actually,
laptop
when I
exist.
posted that browser with the tabs, I was like, wow, this may not be actually understandable by a lot of people what I'm
Yeah.
doing.
No, like tap has overtaken click as the default I'm using the internet word.
Ugh.
But so, like, you can take music as the I think the easiest. Music's the easiest to understand example, where in Spotify it is just as easy to listen to stuff from yesterday,
Mhm.
from 10 years ago, from the 90s, from the 50s, from, you know, whatever the oldest recording on Spotify is. And the fact that it's so easy to access all of these different things means that all of those have relatively the same cultural import, to a degree. Obviously, what you hear in, you know, the TikTok feed is going to hit a little bit harder than stuff that doesn't make it into the TikTok feed. But the fact that you can access it means you have these weird pockets of bands from like the 70s that get weirdly popular for some reason, and it's because it's so easy to access them on Spotify. This is the first time you've ever been able to easily access those things. Like, CDs kind of let you do it, but there wasn't extensive back catalogs of all the CDs of like the remastered 70s songs in the 90s. Like, there were some, and you certainly couldn't listen to the older stuff in the 70s because you needed a phonograph or whatever the fuck. And so, like, whatever the heck. But anyway, so like, I think
We're
that's
looking
making
over
us
to the
insane.
stream. So and I feel like kind of sad because I realized the other day, another nostalgic elderly millennial moment, that I listened to because one of the members of Limp Bizkit passed away, and I was like, oh, but I've listened to the chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water so many times.
Okay.
Because I had this actual physical CD on a Discman,
Yeah.
and I don't take the time to listen to one album and know it as well anymore because you have so many choices.
I mean, but albums are dead. That's not entirely your fault.
Oh, but that like artists don't do like albums, like they prefer singles now.
They don't prefer it, but the default mode, I mean, it's honestly not even singles. It's like parts of
Clips.
songs that in the algorithm. Like,
Uh,
you know, you see it in the shortening of music. Like, you see it in the shortening of song lengths over time.
yeah.
But basically, the anatomy of a modern song is chorus, kind of a verse, chorus, kind of a verse, chorus again. And that's very different than when we were growing up.
Except for Aerosmith. I feel like there's like one band that actually like pioneered the whole chorus first thing.
I mean, there's examples of it for sure, but the default chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, less than 2 minute song is very different than,
Mhm.
mid 2000s type songs, and then very
Mhm.
different from the jam band experiences of, of 50 years ago.
Sure. And Calico, I want to know when you say big sigh, are you just like horrified by this nostalgia or are you relating to nostalgia? Let us know. We're taking feedback.
Also, big caveat, just because things are different doesn't mean it's worse.
But I'm old and that's the only way I can understand the world.
Yeah, I mean, you got to fight that. You know, everybody gets older, but you don't have to get jaded about it.
I know, I know. But there's a thing called taste freeze, right? I was reading about that the other day.
What
Like
was that?
once you're in your like early 30s or something, like you don't listen to new music as much anymore. So you're
Oh,
like your taste is frozen to your like teenager time or something like that.
yeah. I mean, that's definitely true. But I think that's more of a function of free time. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
some people's psyches are very much, locked in at a certain point. I certainly see that with some older folks in my life. But I think I make it a point to try to find new music to listen to because it's important to me.
Oh.
And it's not that hard.
Mhm.
So I think Taste Freeze, actually, I think Taste Freeze also might be a relic of the mid 2000s.
Mhm.
The it's certainly very easy to just listen to, I love re-listening to all of the emo post-hardcore bands that I listened to in high school when girls were breaking up with me. But it's so easy to find new music. You just got to open up TikTok and have your algorithm look a little bit towards music. And
Mm,
so,
that's true. And if you join our Discord in the music channel, we do have recommendations.
yeah, although less so these days, that's on me.
Oh.
The
Yeah, because I don't understand where you're finding these.
Yeah, Calico, I hear you on the 7 minute track. The music also just kind of has a different purpose for people. In
What's a good
some ways.
7-minute track besides like Bohemian Rhapsody?
I mean, Coheed and Cambria song. I mean, there's so many 7 minute tracks.
Oh, you need to make
Yeah.
me a playlist.
I mean, make you Hong do it. The
She doesn't use computers or like smartphone stuff, so there's no
Yeah.
playlist making.
Isis, I'm pretty sure you're in the Discord.
Aw, he's just so cute. Always act surprised.
Oh, duh. Got me. But yeah, Coheed Cambria, the Mars Volta. There's
Mhm,
like a lot, especially as you get into more of the metal adjacent stuff. There's
mhm.
plenty of 7 minute songs these days.
All right. Oh, the other thing I wanted to switch topics to. Are you ready to switch topics?
Hold on. Did we talked about culture collapse? We can. There's context collapse, which is adjacent to it, which we might still talk about. I don't know if that's what you're pivoting to.
No, I was
Um,
gonna pivot to your organization system and whether it has collapsed yet.
oh, it has not collapsed. It is under duress. Let
Oh,
me.
oh.
Yeah. So, okay, but it's not my fault. What's up, IVC? So, okay. So I don't know if you can see, but I got crap in the background. So
What
this
is
is
that?
this is a Rudis. So I was an instructor at the Army's Officer Candidate School.
You get a sword?
Well, okay. So do you ever watch Gladiator?
No, I haven't seen Gladiator.
Oh my God.
I know.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'll put it on my movies list.
I mean, honestly, live react to Gladiator, you could probably convince me to do. But I mean, it's a classic. It's a classic guy movie. It's one of my few no skip movies. If it's on TV, I'm gonna
Mhm,
watch it.
mhm.
If I can,
Do
Master
you watch a
Chief.
new one?
No, I haven't. I don't want to support sequels. I want
All
new
right.
wonderful IP. I'm sure it's fine,
Okay.
but anyway, so dude, especially in the era of AI, it's gonna be so stupid easy to low effort remix stuff that's gonna get like enough slop viewers to make
Mhm.
enough money to make it worth it to make another low effort remix. I want new IP. I want to make new IP, but I want to watch people's other good new IP. Okay, but so when a gladiator gets their freedom, they get like a rudis as like a symbol of, because gladiators are slaves. I don't know if you knew that.
Yes, I knew that part.
And so as an instructor at the Army's Officer Candidate School,
Mhm.
when you finish your rotation, they get you a rudis as like a, hey, you're done with your servitude.
Aw.
And so that's like the motto is standards, no compromise.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is very cool.
Yeah,
Is
but
it
so
sharp?
the I kind of got screwed with it. So anyway, long story short, there's a stand for it that somebody stole from me, and I was just like, it's
Ah.
not worth it to fight, because if I fight about it, then I'm gonna have
Mhm.
to stay in the Army for an extra few days. So I just left. But and it's $20. But the point of that is I took everything out of my closet because I was looking for a box of door stops, because if I
Mhm.
open my window, it rattles the door, and it was driving me crazy. And so now everything in my life is spread about this office. And so my whiteboard is not in my eye line. And so it is a little bit under duress that I'm not keeping my organizational system, but the principle is sound and it's working.
Okay, okay, okay. So it's just slightly out of sight.
Yes. It is in the hallway, stubbing my toe as I walk by.
What is happening with the whole rearrangement feng shui situation?
I needed to get the box of doorstops and I couldn't find it, so I had to take everything out.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
And there's probably some insane ADHD thing going on here too, if I'm being honest.
So you have an entire box of doorstops?
It was a small box within a larger box that was under a lot of other boxes.
So you have a Russian doll situation, Matryoshka search of your freaking doorstop.
Yeah, and I actually think I lost the box again, so I have to find it.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. Well, I'll stay tuned. Next episode.
But okay, well, I can talk about the system because it is helping my life from collapsing. It is stopping my life from collapsing. That's probably the sentence. So I have a problem with working on the wrong thing. I always work, but it's not necessarily in the direction that I need it to go in. And I have a ton of projects that I'm juggling. What's up, Tori? Welcome to the chat. I have a ton of projects that I'm juggling, and I want to do them all. It's very hard to manage all of that and a baby and relationships and everything. And so my solution is to have all of my projects listed out horizontally on the whiteboard in my eye line right above my monitor, because like the way that I'm set up, my desk is in the center of the room and I can look over there. I'm pointing that direction and see them. And then I have a cadence on which I want to have worked on each of these projects. So I have some software that I'm trying to ship, and I know I want to work on that every 2 days. I have poetry stuff that I want to have something published every 2 weeks. I have OK Banger stuff, which I want to be like working on every 3.5 days or so. So like clips in this show, and so on. I have like all these different things that I'm doing. And so now what I'm trying is I have this cadence and then I track the days that it's been since I've worked on that thing. And it's working pretty well because at a glance, I can look up and be like, oh, it's been 3 days since I've worked on the software stuff. I need to work on that today. Or, oh, I need to organize my office and I can justify it because it's been like seven days since I've done that. Because if you let me, I will just keep organizing stuff and not do anything else at the expense of organizing stuff because it's like cheap dopamine, you know?
Oh, I still like cheap dopamine.
No, I mean, I'm a sucker for it. The trick.
Oh, I had this like terrible app idea.
Yes, I like terrible apps.
So you know how some of you, actually, I don't know, maybe only a few of you may know that like last week I got sucked into Balatro. It's a solitaire meets poker game that was really popular like a year or two ago.
Dangerous game. Dangerous game.
Yeah.
Master Chief, I want to hear more about reverse planning. Is that a thing? But so
Yeah.
Balatro.
I want to know too. Balatro, it's like a rogue-like deck builder game, and I'm a super sucker for deck builder type games, like Legends of Runeterra. I don't know why. I'm not even good at
Yep.
them. That's the sad part. Like, it's not like I get into them because I'm good. I'm actually
Kristen,
super
it's
bad at
worth
it.
doing things that you're not inherently the best at.
Yes, but I mean that it's really rare for me to do things that I don't even feel like I'm any good at. You know what I mean? That means I truly enjoy it because I have
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely no qualms about sucking.
that's gold star kid syndrome. That's our
Oh.
problem is you as
Oh.
soon as you do something and you're not the best at it, you don't wanna do it because your sense of self-worth is
Yeah,
tied up
but
in
then
being good at
normally I
things.
would drop it, but for some reason, these stupid games I'll keep playing, right? And
Personal
I got
growth.
sucked into it because I could not even win one run, which is essentially just like one round
Okay.
of the entire thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I thought about how like the organization system, like for me, the way I think about it is very similar because it's almost like the to-do list is a deck of cards, and then
Okay.
I'm trying to destroy the cards that are not helpful, right? The low level, like low value cards are like little things like, diddling around cheap dopamine stuff. And then
Okay.
I want to rotate and increase the frequency of the high value cards, which are
Yeah.
like important things I want to get done.
Okay.
So I thought there should be like a to-do list simulator app where
Okay.
where you're trying to like, you can design what you deem as your low level things that you get sucked into, like doom
Okay.
scrolling or whatever. And you're trying to like in the game mechanic destroy and reduce the probability of those cards appearing. Whereas you're adding multipliers, like a clean environment, it's a times multiplier because it's less distracting.
Okay. I mean, I don't think that's a bad idea. I think it's early stages, good idea.
So then I made a really shitty version of Lovable, and I was like, oh, this takes so much work to tweak. So then I gave it up because the game design itself, or like making this little game, is a low value item to do
Yes.
right now.
Yeah.
So that got canned. But I just like the visual. I think like that's the way I see like even your system as well. It's like, oh, it is like the Balatro, like you're trying to rotate the cards around.
Yeah. The
What was the
core
other
in
game that was really popular on Farcaster a while back again? That's like a empire building game that's also a deck builder. You
I
know what I'm talking
don't know
about?
what you're talking about. You're talking about Factorio?
No, it's like a
Because that's
card game that also has a free version, and then you're building an empire of sorts, and you have to do the same thing, like increase certain card combos and get rid of the other cards you don't like.
I don't know. I
But
don't know
I
what you're
had a
talking about.
memory gap where I could not remember the name of the game.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, okay, Tori got into Balatro via Dave the Diver.
Let's go. Hey, Calico, yeah, the key insight for me with like my organizational structure was if I don't see it, it's not gonna happen.
Mhm.
And we've talked about this maybe on stream, maybe not. I don't remember. It might have been a little too vulnerable for me at the time, but there's a very real chance that a lot of the success over the first decade of my career was a function of being in really structured environments.
Mhm.
Obviously I did the work and I studied, got good grades, like all that stuff I did, but maybe it was only possible because I was at a military college and then went into the military and I didn't really have the choice to like screw around.
Mhm.
And now that I'm, a normal, like civilian doing civilian life stuff, I've actually really struggled to be productive in a way that I was used to. And so I'm hoping I actually really feel confident that this type of system is helping me do more because I don't know if you noticed, I posted a ton of OK Banger clips this week.
You did.
Yeah.
Even this morning, I was like, wow, another new one.
Yeah, I got a bunch, pre-scheduled. I think today's was the last one, so I got to do more.
Mhm.
But I got like that. I got, this essay done. I got some code shipped, and so like,
Oh, you got some code shipped? Wow. Okay. All
yeah,
right.
I got a, I'm dunking on Farcaster, but if we can figure out what we want to do with it, we got a Farcaster mini app coming up, which is fun. Yeah, and then there's also
you mean you and Frank or you and me?
no, me and Frank.
Oh, okay.
I
I was like, I'm
also
not part of this enterprise.
yeah, Tori, I'll post a picture of my board in the Discord. So if anybody's interested in that, join the Discord.
Yes,
Is the
we need
link in
more
the video description?
productivity prawn.
Is
That's what I can say.
No, who says that? That's a 4chan. That's Reddit. That's not kids.
No, they do. It's part of this, like unalive and all these words.
No way.
Prawn is
I
one
don't
of
believe that.
them.
I don't believe
They
that.
do an emoji and everything. I'm
No, no,
not
no.
making this up.
I mean, I believe the emoji. I don't believe prawn. The but we'll
No,
post in the
actually, it's
Discord.
not. The other, it's corn. It's corn.
Corn, yeah.
They say corn.
That's the one I've seen.
Oh, okay.
The
Maybe prawn is what we think kids use. It's like millennials use.
No, that's from the mid 2000s blogger era type talk.
Oh, okay.
What's the community that you're talking about? The pre-nerd fighter?
Pre-nerd fight. Homestar Runner? No.
No, no. It's where everybody came from.
Metafilter? No.
Maybe no. You said that was where woke might have been born.
Metafilter?
I don't.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Doesn't like you said you really liked it, and then a bunch of people kind of got offended about other people, and then people,
Oh yeah, Metafilter.
yeah, okay, so Metafilter. Maybe that's Metafilter language, but do I have a dimple? What the heck? Sorry,
Cameron discovers on live
I
stream. that he has
perceived
a
myself. It was a nightmare. Oh dang it! What? Oh
yeah, you're
the
gonna
last
post?
thing. The last thing about the organization structure that I discovered that I needed to add was two things. I still end up working on the wrong thing too much. So I needed to add an overclock row. So below the tally, like when I work on the task, I erase the days since the last accident type counter. But underneath it, if I work on it when it's 0, I add another thing. So I can see, I'm too focused on, writing essays versus poetry at this point. So that's been really
I
helpful.
feel like this is a uniquely like creative person problem because it doesn't look like procrastination, right? Because technically you're being like creatively productive, but
Yeah.
overclock kind of like barriers a little bit.
Yeah, but you can only get away with that if you're like a professor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
You have to have like if you
Which I
want to,
have tenure.
yeah, if you want to spend your whole life kind of avoiding one project by working on another, you need a through line of income that lets you have this like big chunk of amorphous time that it doesn't really matter what you do as long as you're doing stuff and publishing.
I know, such a cushy life.
Yeah,
That
and then
is
the final
increasingly
step,
eroded and collapsed as a system.
the final step that I've added is a 1 or 2 word phrase of the next important thing in each bucket.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
so I'm not like, so I'm actually working on the thing that matters because I have a column called one-offs. Because there's a lot of things that I just need to do once. And it's very easy to spend a lot of time on the one-offs that are the eventually need to get done but are low value today.
I just
So I'm
spilled tea
actually
on
very
myself.
happy with the system. Did you spell on yourself? Did you pull a
just did.
Cameron?
Huh?
Did you pull a Cameron?
Yes, I did. Ugh. I misunderestimated like how high the tea was that I filled from this morning.
Is it hot or cold?
I don't like tepid. So I have a two mug system because everything needs to be a system. So this is the first one, which is the ceramic mug that my friend made based on our women's writing crew. It's very cute.
Nice.
It says women who won't sit still. That's our little motto.
Gotcha. Is that why there's a chair on it?
The chair. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm actually Fei-Ling on Farcaster, who I'm introduced on Farcaster, made this.
Nice.
She's the de facto leader of the group. But it cools the tea down enough so that I can have a drinking temperature by the time I sit down.
Yeah.
And then this thermosy kind of tumbler keeps it warm.
Wait, so you pour it into the tumbler?
No, I have 2 teas going on. Cameron, I have 2 beverages.
Just the second tea has hit the stream.
The first one was English breakfast, and now moved on to the Earl Grey, both with milk. But yeah, this keeps it nice and warm for the next beverage.
Is that your only caffeine source?
Yes, remember I have my stomach issues, so I've
All
been
right.
high off my supply of tea for this entire like 2 months or 3 months by now.
Interesting.
Mm.
What's your favorite kind of tea?
English breakfast, like
Interesting.
yeah, with like a quite a lot of milk in it.
Ah, ah,
Like, but I make the tea really
ah,
strong. Like I leave the bag in there and everything.
ah.
It's
I'm a
a very
oolong fan
acquired taste.
myself. Oh, that
It's a very acquired taste. You like oolong?
I like oolong tea.
Oh, you must have had a good time in Taiwan. They make the best oolong.
I had a great time. I brought home tea bags.
Oh, okay, okay.
I mean, a decade ago. I don't have any, but
Mhm, mhm.
all right. I want to answer these questions. Sorry
Oh, I
for
was just scrolling up to
yeah,
Isa's
yeah,
thing
yeah.
too.
The what was the best meal I had in the last week? I'm eating protein slop bowls of ground turkey seasoned with onion and what's onion powder and garlic, and I mix that with instant mashed potatoes and frozen green beans, and then I put some honey mustard and last dab experience last sauce as like some notes to add some heat to it, and I
Mhm.
mix that bad boy up, and that's my favorite meal that I'm eating right now. What about you, Kristen?
Well, I had a really good sushi the other day.
Nice.
I'm always a sucker for good sushi. And is innovation speeding up or slowing down in the last 10 years since 2015? I wonder why 2015 is a particular
Because that
year.
was the end of history.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's obviously speeding up.
Yeah.
The internet
Mhm,
makes everything faster and more volatile, and it's only going to continue to do so.
mhm.
Nothing will slow down from this point forward. It will only get faster. Full stop.
How exhausting.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to be wrapped up in every single like change.
Mhm,
I actually think in a way it's kind of freeing where to me it makes sense to now dip in to the slipstream and kind of like look around period, like maybe that's the cesspool that is Twitter now, maybe it's
mhm.
TikTok, maybe it's talking to people that that are more informed about things than you. But I think you dip in, look around for like a day or two, and then come back out, and then a couple weeks later, like a month or two later, you come back and do it again.
Mhm.
That's the only way, if you're not staking your claim into a piece of the economy or whatever. Like if you're the AI person, of course you got to stay on top of AI stuff.
Mhm.
But if you're not, you don't need to care about everything that launches every week because it doesn't really matter. But you should probably play with the newest tools every couple of months so that oh, we just invented a brand new type of thing.
Mhm.
And so, it's impossible to say what the appropriate rate is. But since it's impossible to say, there's not really a wrong answer. And so I think like dipping in, getting your bearings, and then straight up ignoring it until it's time for you to dip in again is the way that you Pareto balance the things that you want to be paying attention to.
There's always more time.
I mean, not always, but I hear you.
All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us today.
Wait, was that
Um,
the last question?
oh, is there one more?
Yeah, neuro linguistic programming. I got no idea. I don't even know what that means. I'll look it up and get back to you.
I think Isis and I have talked briefly about that in the past. Like, it depends on what you define by it. Are you talking about those, like, peacocking, like, trying to get a girl's attention kind of NLP? Are you talking about, like, the neuroscience definition of NLP, which is also very widely defined? So I think the
Yeah.
issue is that the word means almost nothing now because everyone took it to mean whatever they want. So
Yeah.
unless we define it very clearly, it's hard to say what works means.
So, Kristen, I know we got to bounce, but Patricia had a really interesting comment that we've had a conversation on. Are you ready to have like? Do you want to?
I
Do
think
we
we
have
should save
time?
it for the next episode because
Okay.
I need more time to develop my opinion on what she just said.
Well, I mean that's the core. Patricia is Kristen and I go back and forth. Like I tend to seek knowledge in the act of having opinion, like by the act
Mhm,
of having opinions. That helps me improve my knowledge about things.
mhm.
And Kristen, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but she approaches it because she spent a long part of her life being very, very good and meticulous and detailed at coming to more correct conclusions than me, frankly, in a lot of ways. she's not as comfortable with that approach, right?
Yeah, because I think it's wrong.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
What's up, Tutorizer? Thanks for dropping in, but we're leaving.